Welcome to another truck hardware installation tutorial. Today we are installing our custom, no body drill, Gatorback mud flaps on a 2022 Grand Cherokee L. These flaps are a great way to protect and improve the overall look of your vehicle. As well, they fit on both the regular Grand Cherokee model and the Grand Cherokee L. This video is to be used as a companion to the included installation instructions. With that out of the way, let's get started on the front of the vehicle. To start, remove the 3 factory screws from the wheel well. Next, take your flap and attach the whole circle here to the wheel well using an offset washer and sheet metal screw. Repeat this process for the whole circle here. With the flap now partially attached, take a marker and mark where on the fender the top hole of the mud flap sits. Then take one of the mount clips supplied with your kit and position it over the marked area of the fender, making sure that the clip slides behind the fender lip as shown. An example of how the clip should sit can be seen here. Once in place, secure the flap to the mount clip using a cap screw and slotted washer. Last up, attach the remaining hole of the flap to the vehicle using a sheet metal screw and flat washer. With a square or other leveling tool, make sure the mud flap is level. We also recommend you take a step back and visually gauge the mud flap to check that it's aligned correctly. Once your flap is level, secure all fasteners. Congratulations! You've just finished installing your Gatorback front mud flaps. Next, we will move on to the rear of the vehicle. To start, remove the 2 screws circled here. Next, take one of the clips supplied with your kit and loosely attach it to the back of the mud flap using a cap screw and slotted washer. Do not fully tighten this hardware as you secure the clip, as we will be further tightening it later. Next, secure the lowest hole of the flap to the wheel well using a sheet metal screw and offset washer. As you secure this hardware, position a spacer washer over top of the hardware on the back of the flap. Once this part of the flap is secured, take the clip on the back of the flap and slide it behind the fender lip. An example of how the clip should sit can be seen here. Secure the next hole of the flap using the same hardware as the last hole. As you secure this part of the flap, position a flat washer and nylon spacer over top of this hardware on the back side of the mud flap. This spacer allows the flap to sit flush with the wheel well. With your flap roughly in place, take a marker and mark on the fender lip where the top hole of your flap sits. Then position a spring nut over top of the marked area and secure your flap to the nut using a cap screw and flat washer. Then, with a square or other leveling tool, make sure the mud flap is level. We also recommend you take a step back and visually gauge the mud flap to check that it's aligned correctly. Once your flap is level, secure all fasteners. Now we'll drill a hole through the liner and secure the last hole of the mud flap. Using a 1/4 inch drill, drill through the liner and the last hole of the mud flap. Once the hole is drilled, place a machine screw and a flat washer through the newly drilled hole. Then secure it in the back using a flat washer, a lock washer, and a hex nut. The following image shows the hardware fully secured on the other side of the liner. Congratulations, you've just finished installing your Gatorback mud flaps. If you found this video helpful, give us a like and subscribe. Check out our channel and website for additional tips, tricks, and installation guides. Thanks for choosing Truck Hardware.